Trump has spurred the EU and Australia to look for reliable allies and push through a trade deal pending for 8 years. At its very core, a trade deal between the EU and Australia is about finding predictability at a time high US tariffs have unleashed uncertainty in the global market. Australia is rich in critical minerals, from rare earth minerals to lithium. These are needed in the EU for its decarbonisation drive and rearmament initiative. The agreement will eliminate tariffs on 99% EU exports, including on minerals, making them cheaper and building reliable supply chains. And on major EU exports, such as cheese, meat preparations, wine and chocolate.
We expect to have a reduction in tariffs of around €1 billion per year for European exporters. We would expect that EU goods exports to Australia would grow by around 33%.
In addition, the deal includes a defence and security partnership that allows the EU to gain a foothold in the strategically important Indo-Pacific region. Australia will also benefit by gaining preferred access to the single largest market in the world. EU investments in Australia could rise by over 87%. The bloc's trade commissioner has already hinted that the EU could invest in everything from the extraction to refining of critical minerals in Australia. China currently refines Australian rare earths, part of the 90% of global supply it provides. But nothing will happen until the deal is ratified. The EU has taken steps to safeguard the interests of European farmers unhappy with opening the European market to Australian agricultural imports such as beef and sugar. The deal includes a cap on duty-free imports of such items, but it remains unclear whether it will prove sufficient to convince the farmers. Similar worries helped stall EU's Mercosur trade deal with Latin American nations, despite having reached an agreement.